I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And it is Clipper basketball tonight as the Los Angeles Clippers go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And with the game about to get underway, let's go to Kevin and the 2K Sports crew who are courtside at Staples Center.
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. We're wearing our costumes. We hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents the NBA with KartMart and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from Doris Burke from around the sideline throughout the game. Our starting lineups, we'll look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. Someone we'll be keeping an eye on certainly today, Jeremy Lin.
Guys, doesn't it feel like he treats every possession like it's his last one? It doesn't matter what the score is. If there's a loose ball, he will go into the stands trying to save it. That's right. And don't forget about his great outlet pass. It's a lost art in this day and age. I love the way he gets break started by getting the ball out ahead of the pack.
Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. Last year they were humiliated. Their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries.
Well, these are a pair of conference rivals that are going to be very familiar with each other by the end of the season. And this is just the first of 4 games they'll see each other.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Starting out this series, Clark, they're just, getting a feel for each other, feeling out this year's roster.
Oh, that's exactly right, Kevin. In the early season, you do a little scouting. This is where you get your bearings and kind of figure out what you need to do to beat those guys. I love these rivalries. Although they didn't end with the best record in the West, the Clippers were one of the top teams against the West. They had a terrific in-conference record.
As you guys said, the Clippers did very well in the conference. 36 wins for them, which tied them with the Thunder, Steve, for the second best mark.
Well, you have to be able to dominate like that if you're going to win your division, and that's what the Clippers were able to do last season for the second straight year.
Here's Kobe, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Kobe, the pass to Lin. Wants to get to Hill, and does. The kick out to Young. Outside, Lin. Pocket 6. Knocked loose. Drilled from 11 feet out. And here are the Clippers now. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
That was a shocker, guys, because that had to be a tough one for them to swallow. They were supposed to win that game, but they never got going.
Yeah, and to lose it the way they did, too, that's where it really hurts, Steve. That's a hard one to take.
They retain possession. The kick out to Young. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. That drops. Barnes has got his first points in this one.
Regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they want. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
A lot of times when a great player hangs it up, they take some time to find themselves or just relax, but Kobe said last season that he wants to stay heavily involved in the NBA when his playing days are over. Not a huge surprise if you think about just how competitive he is.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either, as good a foul shooter as he is.
7. And Clark Jacoby in his post-playing career, you have to think he would like to stay involved with the Lakers on some level, given that he has spent his whole career, really his most formative years with the organization.
You know, that could be true, Kevin, from a front office standpoint, but if he wants to try his hand at coaching, he might have to be open to moving around for a little bit. That's just running the mill for him. Typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Passes it to Barnes. Lots of room. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's now 9 points for Barnes. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Doc Rivers. He said he certainly followed the rise of Jeremy Lin into a prime-time point guard in this league. And he told me we need to try to limit his penetration. That's where he's most effective, slashing and with the drive and kick. Guys, Lin has certainly been working to improve his outside shot. But sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
3 out of 4 from the floor, so good start for this club.
Los Angeles leading by 6. It's tipped. Stolen by Boozer. And it's the Lakers on the break. And the dunk by Kobe.
Heads-up play on both ends here. Transition basketball, the steal and the quick push.
Steve, that's how it should be played. I mean, rapid-fire basketball.
Here's Paul. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Back to Kobe.
Pick it out! Pick it out!
A 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan with the screen on Hill. A 3 from Barnes. And it's Lin with the rebound. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game lost to the Suns.
Their offense really sputtered in that game. They went through stretches where points became very hard to come by.
And see, you know, their play wasn't terrible. It wasn't too bad, but this game still is about making shots, and the shot making wasn't there.
And here is Paul, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Griffin's shot is off.
So hard not to go for it when you see a chance for an alley-oop like there was there.
I know he wishes he had.
Clippers leading by 3. Dishes to Paul. No good. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. A shot by Kobe, no good.
It's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
A drive by Paul. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Paul's got his first points of the night.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guy.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Andre Jordan, number 1.
I know he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that list when all was said and done. I mean, just a man among boys out there.
Randall's checked in for Carlos Boozer. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Kicks it to Crawford. Pulls up on the wing. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. He dishes it to Hill. And there's the pass to Randall. The kick out to Young. Outside, Kobe. Back to Young. Beyond the arc. No good. As the Clippers taking it the other way. Barnes dishes the ball. That's good. Paul's got his second. bucket of the night.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve, as well as they've got it working right now, that could be the case.
Xavier Henry, he's checked in for the Lakers. In the pass to Henry.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end. Well, he can make you look foolish, Kevin. I mean, you do not want to be caught under the hoop when he goes up for one of his signature dunks.
Because if you are, Steve, it's posted time. Just mark it up. Well, you know, last season the Lakers found themselves in a position they are not quite accustomed to. Last in the Western Conference, a nightmare season for the storied franchise.
Ball kicks to Crawford. Griffin back to Crawford. Clippers moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Paul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul.
And you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And the Clippers making a change here. Hawes is checked in.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
It's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Spencer Hawes grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 10. It's Crawford with the drive. Griffin cleans up the mess with the savage put-back flush.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed. Good looks right at the rim.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Crawford kicks the ball. Pass to Barnes from outside the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Henry. He feeds it to Randall. Puts up a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
And the Clippers making a change here. Glenn Davis is checked in for Griffin. Douglas Roberts comes in for Matt Barnes. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Farmer in for Chris Paul. On the wing, Kobe shoots. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of it.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Kevin, well, look here at last year in the NBA where the Clippers ranked. First in scoring, third in assists. They were ranked third in team field goal percentage. This is a team that shared the ball and got quality shots on a regular basis.
Well, when you get down to it, I mean, the identity of this club is that they score the ball. Number 1 in the league, they have so many ways to hurt you, and that seems to inspire them with confidence every single game.
And so it looks like the Lakers will take possession here. Kobe draws it up. Outside, Lynn. Back to Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket. Kobe's got 2.
Hasn't been the hot start he's wanted here. He's got a few to fall, but doesn't seem on target most of the time he fires.
Here's Farmar. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Nash hit the bucket.
He's mastered the finger roll. It's a pretty shot, and it's effective for him, too.
Here now, the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. Now, here's Redick. Defense is right there. With the lead pass. Davis with the bucket.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
They Lakers trailed by 14.
J.J. Redick, acquired by the Clippers going into last season. A great fit, but injuries really held him back. First, surgery to repair ligaments in his wrist, then a bulged disc in his lower back. He ended up playing just 35 games in the regular season.
And good on the basket. Okay. Ellington's got his first 2 points of the night.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Los Angeles leading by 12. And Redick kicks the formal. Pause. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And Redick, were not for the injuries, is on pace for the best season of his 8-year NBA career.
Kevin would have been a career high in points per game. Great efficiency for Redick as well. He flourished playing alongside former ACC rival CP3, Chris Paul.
KartMart is to Douglas Roberts. Here's Ellington. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a 3-point play.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Guido Turkler's checked in for Spencer Hawes. And that one's good by Davis.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove. That's good. They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guy.
Now, here's Redick. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. Douglas Roberts against Johnson. Now here's Turkle. He's guarded close. Redick with the 3. Lakers trailed by 11. Nash drives in. Ellington. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Ellington's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Beautiful pass by Steve Nash.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. KartMart kicks to Douglas Roberts. Feeds to KartMart. There's the 3. Here's Turkoglu. A rebound by Johnson. Nash outside. And Tyler kicks to Johnson. It's up a 3. And would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Does it for the first quarter. The Clippers lead by 8. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Tune in next Thursday, November 6th. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets. Be there.